welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your gal, the sun, moon, and sky, and today I'm going to tell you about my 1 month update living in Thailand. Yay! Alright, yay! I'm going to try to keep this as open, honest, and succinct as possible. I like to ramble a little bit, which is totally fine. I just like to explain things. So yes, I have been, it is hopefully it flips, but that says December 12th, so it is December 12th. It's probably not gonna flip. I'm on my computer recording because I brought my camera, but I didn't bring my tripod because I didn't want it to break on the flight. So I haven't bought one here yet, so I'm using my phone to record things and my computer. Puriana, but today is the 12th and I arrived in Thailand on the 12th. So I've officially been here for 1 month. Yay, 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 yay. So recap, I arrived on the 12th of November, but I was doing like orientation and stuff with OEG, which is an awesome company, by the way. If you ever wanted to like teach in Thailand, or I think like they do high school programs too. I'm not entirely sure, but like they are a really great company to come teach in Thailand with. Very supportive, very helpful, very caring. Like they care about you as an individual. Just chef's kiss. Anyways, so nice. So I was doing orientation from the 12th, the 13th, the 14th to the 15th. And then all of that was in Bangkok. And then on the 15th, I left Bangkok and came to my school and saw my school, met my room, saw my town. Yeah, cool. And so I've been in my town from the 15th, but I've been in Thailand from the 12th. So there's that, just a little boop boop info. You can see my last video. I'm like, if this is gonna be a series, it's the plan. So my last video, or you can see this video. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. You can see this video and it'll tell you about my 3-day trip to Thailand and what it was like when I landed, how I got there, how my flights were, yada yada, booty boo. You can go and you can see that. School picked me up on a bus. It was my coordinator and another lady. She came to pick me up and they were just the sweetest, kindest souls. I love them still to this day. Like, I mean, obviously, like I still see them and interact with them, but like, love them. So it was maybe like an hour and a half, 2-hour bus ride from Bangkok to my province, to my school, and they pulled up and they're like, "We're here," and I was like, whoa. I wish I could have recorded it, but I was just in the moment. Like on one side is a high school and then on the other side is the elementary school, and there's like, she was like, yeah, there's 3,000, we have 3,000 students, and I was like, oh my god. You know, I saw it online because it says it in the profile, in the school profile, how many kids there are, but I didn't believe it. I was like, maybe it's not true, or maybe I just wasn't prepared to see it. I don't know. For an elementary school, 3,000 is a lot. Like, I don't know how many my elementary school had, but it dang sure wasn't as big as this elementary school. And they have like 4 different programs. They have like a regular Thai program. They have a JCEP. I don't even know what that means. They have a TECH, which is a Thai, English, and Chinese program. And then they have the English program. So they have 4 different programs at my school, so 4 different schools in one, kind of. Like if the kid is in one program, they're in that program, that's their school. Like you won't have someone from JCEP in the English program or someone from the English program in the TCH program, like they're all separate. So yeah, that's my school, and I teach in the English program. Yeah. So my apartment is right next to the school, literally a 5-minute walk. It's so beautiful. I wake up, I take care of myself, do what I gotta do, and then I walk to school. And it's like a 5-minute walk. We have to check in every morning by 7:45. Even and then like the first class of the day, I think starts at like 8:40. Yeah, it starts at 8:40, but we have to be in at 7:45. And sometimes our class won't start. I don't start teaching on Mondays until 10:35, but I still have to be at school at 7:45. So it's cool because it gives me like planning time. It gives me time to plan my lessons for the day, or like, review my lessons for the day, add any quirks, any changes I need to add, and then like plan lessons for the future. So it's tight. I like it. It's sort of kind of, because I know if I stayed home till 10:35, I would just be sleeping. I wouldn't be getting no work done. So it kind of works out. It's nice. So the first thing I'm going to say about the school is definitely like be prepared for changes. So it's funny. So I came in, and because of the visa stuff, like I came in late in the school year, or like later in the school year after it already started. And so initially I was supposed to be teaching P1, and I was supposed to be teaching English in P1, which is like first grade initially. And then I came to the school and they were like, oh, we're so sorry you were late, because of the delay in getting to the school, like we had to fill your position with someone else, so instead you're going to be teaching P5 and P6, which is 5th and 6th grade. And I was like, okay, cool, all right, what am I teaching? And they're like, you're going to be teaching conversation and listening. And I was like, okay, cool, just rolling with the punches, you know what I'm saying, just going with the flow. And the P5, P6 teachers were so thankful that I was there, because they have a really packed schedule. Like they teach pretty much all day, and they're like, yes, you can take some of our classes, thank you so much. And then one of the teachers was like, it's super easy, all you gotta do is like put in a CD, and then make sure the kids are pronouncing the words correctly and listening, like actually hearing what is being said and listening and everything. And I was like, okay, shoot, too easy, I love this, like it's already made for me, it's already planned, I love this. So I went in and observed the classroom, and like halfway through that day they came to me and were like, are you able to teach first grade science? And I was like, yes, of course I can. And they're like, all right, perfect, and then like something happened with one of the teachers and they needed someone to teach first grade science. And I was like, I'm there for you, because I actually got my concentration in science. So like my bachelor's is in elementary education, but I have like a special concentration in science because I love science. Love that stuff. So I was like, well, yeah, of course I can do that for you. So like, okay, cool, you'll start Monday. And I was like, nice. Okay, this is what I want to talk about. So when I was observing, I noticed like on Thursday, as soon as I like walked in the classroom, the windows were open and it was hot. I'm telling you. So I have air conditioning in my room. They call it aircon. I have air conditioning in my room in my apartment. But as soon as I left my apartment, I didn't feel air conditioning again until like 1:00 p.m. on Thursday. Yeah, and like I walked from my building to the school, and the walk from my building to the school had me sweating bullets. Like I was sweating bullets. I was sweating like I had been outside for like 10 hours. I was like, ooh, it's gotta be like this every day. Oh my gosh. It was so bad. And that's the thing, like the classrooms, they have air conditioning, but the teachers won't cut them on until like my teacher cuts on the air conditioning after lunch. Like, thank God, because that's when it be getting hot. But like they don't cut them on in the morning, and some teachers won't cut them on like all day. I'm so grateful my teacher isn't like that, but some are. It's because of how it is. And like, ooh, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It is hot. So I'm from North Carolina. It gets really humid and like sticky hot. So it's literally the same type of hot. So I was grateful because I'm used to it. Like I'm not new to it. Like I couldn't imagine being from like California or Arizona where you have like dry heat, and then coming to Thailand where it's like that wet, suffocate you type heat. Like I cannot imagine. Or we have like a lot of Russian teachers, and like they come from a like colder climate. So like I just can't imagine coming from like a completely different climate and trying to survive. Oof. So yeah, it's hot, and it's still hot. Like it's still like that to this day.
This day.
My body is
To this
adjusting,
day.
so I'm not sweating as much as
To
I
this.
used to. But I'm also, I don't think I'm drinking as much water as I should be. So that's probably why I'm not sweating as much. I think I might be slightly dehydrated. I have to fix that. But water is another thing. So like, they sell these really big bottles at the store, and then outside of my apartment there's like a water filler, because you're not supposed to drink the water here in Thailand. Like you don't drink water from the faucet, you only drink bottled water, period. Like even our ice cubes that are shipped to them and made out of like spring water or whatever this is. I think it's water, yeah, mineral water, there we go. Like you don't drink the water in Thailand, period. Local, like no one drinks the water from tap. There's no such thing as tap water out here in Thailand. Yeah, like when I make my coffee in the morning, I don't even make it with the tap water. I make it with my bottled water. So that's a thing. And then at the school they have like a drinking station where like all the hose is hooked up to mineral water, like a big old mineral water container, and then that's where they get it from. So yeah. So where I'm at, not very many people speaking. I mean, people speak English, but it's not like we're gonna have a whole conversation. There's a few people that like I'm really grateful and blessed and lucky, because like my coordinator, the lady who came to pick me up with my coordinator, and then like one of the main teachers all speak English, so we're able to communicate easily. The teacher that I work with in my P1 class, she speaks English, so we're able to like communicate. But there are, and actually all the teachers, so there are four first grade classes that I go to teach science, and all four of those teachers can speak English a little bit. So a little bit to a lot. So there's like, we can, communicate without much issue. But like when I go to the store, I go to like 7-Eleven, or I go to the Tesco, or I order Grab and my Grab driver comes to bring me my food, like there's a little bit of a language barrier there, so that makes it hard to like, it just makes me work harder to communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not impossible. It's not impossible at all. Like Google Translate exists, pictures exist, Google Translate, facial expressions, pointing, like pictures, like all of these things exist. So it's totally like it's totally possible to communicate. It's just not as easy as speaking and having like a conversation, a one-on-one conversation. Like it takes like a little bit more creativity to say what I gotta say, which works perfectly because I work with first graders. So my first graders, a lot of them are actually, they're really good with English. Like you can tell and see like which kids speak English at home, and you can see which kids don't. But for the most part, all of them like can grasp the simple concepts, which is chef kiss phenomenal. But even with them, especially teaching science, like teaching a completely important and different subject, is like I have to slow down and I have to break down things to the simplest denominator, and I have to give like I couldn't say that sentence to them. I'd be like, keep small, make short, make simple, like stuff like that. Like, and sometimes I forget, because you hear how I talk, like you see who I am, you know me by now if you've been watching, or even if you've been watching maybe this far into the video. Like you can tell that I talk super fast, I use pretty big words, I go. But in the classroom, like when I see the kids don't get it, I have to stop myself. I have to be like, okay, this isn't their first language, they're in first grade, slow it down, Sky, keep it simple. But it's kind of hard because they have these workbooks that they have to fill out, and like they have to fill them out by a certain time. I have to check them by a certain time. Like etc., etc. So it's like we need to go, we need to push, we need to in class to get it done. Because like I said, they are first graders, so they are kids, so they like to dilly-dally, play around, do. We don't always have time for that. And that's another thing, just a side note within this one note, is that like as a foreign teachers, the kids automatically are going to try to blame you. The kids automatically try to blame me. Like a Thai teacher, any Thai teacher, their Thai teacher, another Thai teacher, a Thai teacher from a different grade can come in and they will act right away. They will shut it down and clean it up as soon as they see them walk in the classroom. But with foreign teachers, you have to work to earn their respect. Okay, so I just went downstairs to grab my dinner. Ooh, because there's a restaurant like literally right next door to the house. Perfect. But that takes us into our next segment, which is food. So just real quick, today I got chicken nuggets. I swear they are just like McDonald's except better. So they're not fried in that nasty oil. And some pork with rice. Period. So like pretty much the main meat out here is pork. If you see meat and you don't know what it is, just assume that it's pork. And then next to pork is chicken. And then next to chicken is beef. But a lot of people really don't have beef. And if they have it, they charge like a lot for it. Yeah. And then of course like there's your seafood. So my first week here, I was just craving cereal. All I wanted to eat was cereal. I just wanted like American food, you know, which I guess is normal with my body. That's what it used to. That's what it's used to. So that's what it wants. So I just wanted like a burger and fries. I just wanted like cereal and milk. It's crazy because I don't even eat cereal and milk like that back home. I just wanted like pancakes, French toast, something simple. I just wanted French fries. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted like American food my first like week here, and I was just craving it so bad. My body, like, I felt like it needed it, which made it so hard to eat the Thai food because I was like, I'm sick of rice. That's what we get every meal. You probably see memes online or probably heard people talk about it, but it's so serious. Like for breakfast, it's rice. For lunch, it's rice. For dinner, it's rice. For snack, it's rice. For dessert, it's rice. It's just a part of the culture and it's a thing. And at first I was like, I'm so sick of rice. But I'm gonna tell you a secret. It's actually delicious, and I think this means I might have acclimated because I can't eat a meal and have it feel complete without rice. So like the restaurant next door sells Western food, which is why today I have the chicken nuggets and the rice, because the restaurant next door sells Western food. But I can't I don't feel complete without having some rice with it. Yeah. So I'm there. Like for sometimes I'll go to 7-Eleven and I'll get like their sandwiches. They have like a ham and cheese sandwich that I really like. It's so good. So I'll go there and I'll eat it, but I don't feel like I ate a meal because there wasn't any rice with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at that point. It's so wild to me. It's crazy. I love it. But yeah, for breakfast, they don't have breakfast foods. I mean, they don't have breakfast foods like we have breakfast foods in America. So like breakfast food, you know, immediately is like pancakes, French toast, eggs, bacon, toast, cereal, you know, biscuits. Oh my god, we love, like, I'm North Carolina, we love our biscuits and gravy, grits, oatmeal. Like breakfast food is its whole like own corporation in America. Here, there's none of that. Like it's the same thing all day, just in different variations. So one of the really popular things is like pork on a stick. If you do street food, they have like pork on a stick. They have like a hot dog on a stick wrapped around a waffle. That is so good. A really, really popular thing is like rice soup. And it sounds just like what it is. It's like rice. So the way my school does it, and I love it, it's my favorite, they do white rice and then pork soup broth. So it's like some broth in the bowl and then little like chunks of ground pork in the bowl. Boom, delicious. And you can put whatever toppings you want on it, but it's so simple. It's not spicy. It's so good. It's seasoned just right. It's my favorite thing to eat every morning for breakfast. I love it. And sometimes I'll be craving it like for lunch, but like I love it because like it carries me to lunch. I don't have to snack in between because I'm full. I'm full. Sometimes like my brain doesn't know it, but my body is like, we're good, homie, we're good. Yes, that's literally my favorite thing for breakfast. I love it. But also for breakfast, they'll sometimes have like hot dogs and bread with some ketchup and mayonnaise on top, so that's a thing. Yes, there's no such thing as breakfast food. It's just regular food, which is weird, but it works. And then for lunch, a lot of the times so my school serves lunch, so thank God I don't have to pay or go out or anything, but sometimes I do, I want to, because sometimes the lunch is like mid. So I love that word. It's mid. But yeah, so at lunch they'll have white rice, some meat of some kind, usually pork, like I said, but sometimes it's fish. Yeah, and then they'll have a soup, and then sometimes they'll have a drink there for us, and then sometimes they'll have like a dessert. So the dessert is either like fruit, or the dessert is like, I don't know, one time it was this purple rice with these cubes and like coconut milk syrup juice on top. I don't know, it was really good. It was really good. And then yeah, period. And then dinner is kind of the same way. But yeah, so the food took a minute to get used to, which makes sense, but now that I'm used to it, like I don't feel complete unless I've had rice for a meal. True. I don't feel complete unless I have rice. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is this thing that has blown my mind. Toilet paper. So this is like tissue that you can like blow your nose with or wipe your face, but I use this for toilet paper at my school, because at my school the bathrooms don't have toilet paper because people in Thailand don't use toilet paper. They use like these hoses that's like right next to the toilet. It's like a bidet, I guess, but instead of the toilet seat shooting you with water, you shoot yourself with water with the hose. It's not for me. It's not for me. It's not for me. I love the idea, like especially when I poop, I do it. I love it. It's perfect. But like just to pee and then spray, and then what? Like I still don't know how to get dry. That's my only issue. And I'm not walking around with wet panties all day. That's not it. Like I have no idea how you're supposed to be dry after using the little hose to wipe yourself. It's so confusing. I get so confused, and then it makes such a mess in the bathroom. Like it's just water everywhere, and I'm just like annoyed. But the thing, that's not even like the biggest part or the worst part. The thing is, because Thailand doesn't use toilet paper like that, you're not supposed to flush your your tissues or your toilet paper, whatever you use to wipe yourself. You don't flush it on the toilet because you mess up the plumbing system. I learned that the first night in my apartment. So I flushed, or the first day, I was flushing my toilet paper, and then like the water was just like coming back out from underneath my toilet. So it was just like water all on my floor, and I'm like, I know I didn't make this much of a mess. Like I didn't even use the water thing. Like, why is all this water here? And then it clicked. I was like, oh my god, the plumbing doesn't support the toilet paper, so it's clogging it or messing it up or whatever. And I was like, oh, frick. So that sucks, because you have to take your toilet paper after you wipe your ass or you wipe your coochie. You have to take your toilet paper and you have to put it in a trash bag. So like my trash can in my bathroom is just full of poo poo pee pee toilet paper. And it's so weird. It's such a weird concept, and it took me a minute to like accept it. I was like, ew, this is what it is. But then I'm like, okay, wait, no, wait. We do this with babies. That's my saving grace. We do this with babies. When we clean a baby with the baby wipe, we don't flush the baby wipe. We throw it in a diaper bin or in the trash can or whatever. Like, we do this with babies. It's normal. That's how I keep myself from being grossed out, because I'm like, ew. But it's cool because it helps me. Like I change my trash bag like twice a day, and I don't even have trash bags. I just use these bags, and I change them like twice a day. And not twice a day. Sorry. Every 1 to 2 days, or 2 to 3 days. I'm getting better, so now I'm doing like 3 to 4 days. But in the beginning, I was like, no, you gotta go. You're not staying in my bathroom for this long. It ain't happening. So that's that. That's the weirdest thing. So like, if you go to a big city or like where there's a lot of tourists, the bathrooms do have toilet paper. But like in my small town, I mean, it's not even that small of a town, but in my town so far away from a tourist location, I have to take my toilet paper with me every time I go to the bathroom. And there, and at the school, I have to like throw it in the trash can, because the school toilets are prepared for toilet paper. So thank you for watching, taking your time to be here with me and listen to my experience. If you've taught abroad, tell me where you've taught and tell me how it was. If you've taught in Thailand, tell me how your experience was, because I know every experience is different, based on your province, based on your town, based on your school, like based on your education. Like every experience is different, and I'm excited to hear about yours, because I want to know like, what was it like, where you taught, how you taught, how were the kids, how was classroom management, how were your like co-teachers, like just I'm so interested in learning. And if you've taught abroad somewhere else and you think like, oh my god, Sky, you need to go there, please let me know. Like, please, like, let's help each other out. Let's, you know what I'm saying? But so yeah. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Have a great day.